Okay, welcome back everyone to another episode of Yoda's Hut. I'm Bill. I go by Yoda Man on the boards. And once again, I'm joined for commentary tonight by Derek. Hey Derek, how's it going?
Doing all right?
All right, so we've got another game between myself. I'm on the right in this matchup against my good buddy Jerry, who's on the left at my house, also known as Yoda's Hut, where I was trying out decks suggested on the new Power of the Force thread I had posted. So I'm playing a deck in this game suggested by Darth BS, who was nice enough to have us on his podcast a couple weeks ago. It is a Smuggler affiliated deck with two on the run. That's the new Boshek. Two Hope of Rebellion, the Galactic Ambitions Leia. Two Planning the Rescue, that's Kraken. And then a bunch of one-ofs. He's got one Commando Raid, one Commando Operations, one Mission to Talay, one Command and Control, and one Engineering the Future. So as Darth BS likes to do a lot, he had 11 sets. And Jerry built an original Scum deck, which really is pretty similar to a lot of the Scum decks we've been seeing in competitive play right now. He just kind of threw it together. He had two Masterful Manipulation, two Heartless Tactics, two His High Exaltedness, then one of the Findsman's Intuition, one Notice Integrations, one Hunters, and one Hut's Menagerie. And it looks like we're off and running here. And Jerry flipped up Masterful and two His High Exaltedness.
Ugh.
And I think I flipped up Commando Raid, Hope of Rebellion, and Engineering the Future. A couple of those sets I hardly ever play, so this will be interesting to see what I can do here.
Yeah, I hope that's Leia's one. Is
Yeah,
that
that's a
right?
Leia set.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember what that one or Engineering the Future does, to tell you
Yeah,
the truth, off the top of my head.
yeah, I don't either. I'm gonna kind of just check real quick here, looking up the cards. So Hope of Rebellion, that's the one that if a leader unit leaves play, uh, you can put a unit with printing cost 2 or lower into play from your hand. And the Engineering the
Okay.
Future was um, while the objectives on damage exhausted, rebel units you control cannot be targeted by enemy or cannot be damaged, I think, by enemy combat icons or card effects. Sorry.
Okay.
And we all know what Masterful does, and his high exaltedness lets you recycle the scum effect cards when objectives blow up. So,
Yeah. Well, and he's got double high exaltedness, which is
yeah,
just disgusting.
it sure is.
So who knows what he's gonna get with Masterful after he cycles it, and that gives him seven freaking resources to
Yes, it
start.
does.
That's in, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
If he
especially if he
drops
has.
Bubba and gets it like a two cost for free, it's like having nine effectively. You could play Bubba
Yeah,
and two twos.
and there is a fortified holding cells on one of his high exaltedness.
Eh, Terrific.
There's another resource. So he's still got six. If he had like a
Yeah.
payout or something too, which he'd have from hunters and findsmen, then
hmm
he can get even more out. So
Wow.
yeah, I remember staring at his objective set up, thinking that might be a long game here.
It might be a short
Well,
game.
it might be a short game too, yeah. But that I might be in trouble since
Yeah.
Scum is good.
They're good when they get a bad draw.
Yeah, that is true. You got lots of things to mess around with Scum. It's
Yeah.
really hard to have to, you know,
And they're a
deal
lot
with
more
crappy
fun to
stuff.
play, I think, personally, than Navy is, which is the other heaviest hitter. There's
Right.
Dengar, who's
Yeah, there's,
already got an icon because of the fortified holding cells.
yes, he does.
One good thing you've got out there is you get Commando Raid. You get all kinds of fate cards in your deck,
Yeah.
so that gives you some potential.
And then
But there's so many different things going on. I'm not sure what to make of that deck yet.
I'm not either. And so he did commit Dengar to take balance, and I'm pretty
It
sure I was
does look
hoping
like
for a resource here.
Oh yeah, it does look like one of those decks that if you know how to play it, kind of like the Kraken in general. If you give the Kraken deck to a newbie, they're gonna fall on their face trying to play it. But if you know how to play it, you can do very well with it.
And that looks like the portable shield generator,
I
which
think
is from
yeah,
Engineering the
that's the one.
Future. Yeah. And that
That's kind
is,
of like a
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's like kind of like Survivors where you can prevent the damage with it if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
each ready rebel unit you control gains protect exhausted unit.
Oh, never mind. That's a
Yeah,
protect one.
yeah, it's a protect one.
I was
And
thinking there's one in there somewhere that prevents damage as well. Maybe I'm
right,
thinking of a different
that's
set.
well, that's engineering the future. Is while it's undamaged, exhausted rebel alliance units can't be dealt damage by combat icons or card effects. And I just
Right.
played
No,
Boshek.
I think I'm thinking of the old
Oh,
the fate card set, the one that has the guy who gets like targeted strike when you play a fate card.
you're talking about
Um,
the strike team assemble
yeah, that's what I'm
with
thinking of.
yeah. So I
Doesn't
just
he have one of those in that deck too?
no, he actually doesn't. So I just
No?
played
Okay.
Boshek. So Boshek's elite. He has a resource on him, 3 pips, but that's not going to get it from Dengar. And he's got Edge X, where X is the number of fate cards in your discard pile to a maximum of 3. So that's
hmm
not too bad there.
I was thinking at first that would be, really awesome because your opponent's not going to know how many, but the reality is when you flip your edge hand, your fate cards that are in your hand are not going to count, or that are in
Right,
that edge battle are not going to count towards that. So there's
right.
no surprise in it.
And Jerry did bury Masterful, and they just flipped up Heartless Tactics.
That was probably the worst thing that could have happened for you,
Yeah, yeah,
especially with Dengar and Fortified already being out there.
yeah. And if you get some captured shenanigans going on here, then
If he gets any captured shenanigans, you're
yeah.
gonna be in big trouble.
So we'll see what he does here. He's got a bunch of resources still. He's got 7.
Yeah.
So, although he doesn't have Masterful to bury this time, but he still has 7.
Yeah, he's still loaded.
I did get a resource at least, so maybe I can get something going here. And Commando Raid would be nice if I had a Seeds in my hand to like hit Dengar with it or something. But
Is there even one in your deck?
uh, oh, that's a good question. I don't. Yeah, there is one. There is a Commando Operations. I had to think for a second. I thought
Oh,
there was a
okay.
Commando
There is
Ops.
Commando. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if that was in there or not.
Now I do have the with Boshek said this is kind of fun. Jerry didn't do this on purpose. I don't think that he just said he wanted to play some. There's the other fortified holding cells. Like really,
Of
um,
course.
but Boshek set does have the smuggler specific fate card, which if if your opponent's edge stack contains one or more scum and villainy or neutral cards, they can't trigger abilities during the engagement. So you could potentially stop his high exaltedness with that shenanigans with that going on.
hmm
If you have one of those in your hedge hand and get it to resolve. So
Well, you could also stop Dengar's location as well from triggering
right,
the damage prevention.
right. So it could come in handy here against this scum deck, even though I said that wasn't the intent to try it against the
hmm
scum matchup. Jerry just felt like building it because he hadn't, as he said, he hadn't really played with the new Jabba yet, so he wanted to try him.
hmm
And new Jabba is pretty good, so I couldn't blame him for that.
Yes, he is very good.
Yeah,
I think everybody's figured out that he's really good, but I'm not sure everybody realizes just how good he is yet.
yeah, he's pretty awesome. I
Yeah,
think.
I think the more and more time passes, the more people are realizing how disgustingly powerful he is.
Well, yeah, I mean because you get that discount potentially on your turn and your opponent's turn. I mean it's like
Yeah. I think at first, when he first came out, I mean, everybody knew he wasn't bad, but I don't think everybody realized how good he was going to be
right,
in the current Scum meta.
right,
And he is a perfect fit
right.
for what they do now. So,
So I guess Jerry's taking his time here trying to figure out what he's going to do. I'm trying to figure out why he has an extra resource, like he paid another resource for something. He should have paid 2 for fortified holding cells, and that's it. It looks like there's
well, is he
still.
going through his deck? Did he play like the search your
Oh,
deck for a
oh
bounty
yeah,
hunter?
maybe that's it. He might have played what's that? Java summons to look for something. I
Yeah.
just missed it when we were talking.
He, I didn't see it either, but I see him going through his deck. I can't imagine what else he'd be doing. Yeah, and
Uh,
there's Boba Fett.
yeah, Boba Fett could cause me some pain here.
It causes you a lot of pain. especially since you won't be able to block him if he sends Dengar in and makes sure Boshek is focused one way or
Yeah,
another. You'd have to block, and then Boba can go in unopposed.
right. Let's see what Jerry does here.
Well, I would assume he's gonna play Boba.
Yeah, I would think so, unless he has like something else he can do with Boba. Yep, he's just
The
gonna play
thing is,
Boba.
too, when Boba blows up something, then he can go retrieve his Jabba summons.
Yep. And if Jabba was out, he could play it for free on my turn. so,
Yeah.
so this is interesting because he could just take something out here if he wants to by sending Dengar in, but then he'd leave himself with no blockers. Um, or he could just send Boba Fett in and see if I block, and if I get in the way and he wins edge, Boshek's gonna probably die. So,
I think I would attack if I was him because he's got the damage prevention. He's got, he's going to be able to focus. I mean, he won't take force back, but he's going to blow up an objective, and he can damage engineering the future with Dengar most likely.
right.
And probably I would take out Commando Raid is what I would do, and then you're going to have your 5 resources or whatever, but he's still got an open board, but he's still got the damage prevention from the Huts thing, and he's going to be able to search his deck again next turn for something. So I doubt you're going to get more into play and do more damage than he is. I think right now if he wants to race on who can kill objectives quicker, he's easily going to win.
Yeah.
So that's the approach I would try and get 1 objective this turn and theoretically 2 next turn.
He's swinging with Dengar.
Because you're going to have to play straight defense next turn anyway, even if he has an open board.
Yep.
The only reason you would attack is to, like, if you get a tactics to put on Dengar.
Right, and I don't have anything.
So he wouldn't untap because he'd have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything right now, at least. So I got to think he's going to... I think he's attacking engineering the future with Dengar.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because engineering the future is a while undamaged, and there's no way, even if I block, he could just kill Boshek. Because I don't have it, unless I have the seeds, which I would have probably played. So he ended up giving Dengar, that was interesting. He gave him the extra blast. He didn't even give him a tactics.
No, that I don't know if I would have done.
Oh, maybe. Oh, he's going to commit Boba instead. Okay.
He's going to commit Boba.
And I'm going to put undercover under something. So I can get a card back. I'm not sure what I'm getting back.
Alright, I did not see any of that coming.
No, I didn't either.
I can't believe he didn't focus Boshek and take something out with Boba.
Yeah. I'm not sure why he bothered to commit Boba since he already had balance. I mean, if you're not going to attack, you're probably better off not committing them so you don't get hit with the seeds.
He's just trying to keep it at this point. But he also doesn't... He knows there's no Yoda in your deck, so he doesn't know that Seeds is in play.
Right. So, oops, missed a card.
Although
there.
if I see Commando Raid in a deck, I kind of expect there to be at least 1 Commando Ops
right.
with it most of the time.
I could have the Ewoks in there, get the seeds from 3POs in the Ewoks. But,
yeah.
But they're
I
not.
mean, it could be, but the clear obvious one is not there.
And there is Rebel Kyle. Tribute to Mick Sipra here in this game. The card he designed after winning Worlds. So he's always been an interesting card. And I gave him the concussion rifle.
Now, is that the one that puts the tactics, or is it an extra damage?
It does extra damage. You focus the enhancement after the units focus to strike. You deal damage to a target-ready enemy unit, so it doesn't even have to be in the engagement. You can just hit something.
Yeah. So he's effectively got 3 guns targeted
right,
strike.
And then Kyle's got targeted strike, and when you're attacking, you win tied edge battle, so I think I might want to attack with Kyle here. Try to get some damage on something, although, unless I guess I can attack the middle, his high exaltedness, and not have damage prevented. The other ones you can just prevent.
If he'd have done things my way right now, then you would be able to kill one of the units with Kyle.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you'd be down an objective, and then Kyle would be focused, and you could come back and put another one on top of him, so he doesn't wake up the next turn either.
Yeah.
So,
I guess he's putting Boba in just because he has to, but the reality is I think I'm going to kill Boba either way here, unless he's got a heat that I didn't think of.
hmm yeah. See, it's not going to make any difference here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he should have gone in with Boba last turn. Now he's not even going to get to swing with him, or at least at an objective, which is what he's really there for.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like we both put 2 in this edge battle here. And I would think I'd want to take out Boba if I win. So looks like I put is that 3 or 4. I can't tell.
Is that a target, or
No, I played the was it
is that
trick?
the new one?
That's the fake card, the tricks and nonsense or whatever it's called.
Now, do you have to have?
And he
What do you
put
have to
in
have?
2 preps and plannings.
Okay. What do you have to have? Do you have to have like a unique character specifically, or something participating in the battle to
Nope.
resolve that, or does it just go off
It
it?
just goes off. It says if your opponent's
Okay.
edge stack contains 1 or more scum or neutral cards, your
Okay.
opponent can't trigger abilities. I guess the only thing that has to happen is it can't get twisted.
Yeah.
So, and I think fake cards are considered neutral. So, because he played the fake cards, he can't trigger anything right now. So maybe I should have gone after Heartless Tactics or something like that where he couldn't have actually prevented the damage. But
Did you attack with both guys or just Kyle?
almost looks like I attacked with both.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
Now, Boshek's white icon, that's a gun there, right?
Yes. He's got a
Okay.
black gun, black blast, white gun, and then the
Okay.
one resource also if you need it.
So you got 4 damage to throw out there now,
All right, so he's
total.
shooting with Boba for 2, and he can't trigger Boba because of tricks and nonsense. Not that it's going to really matter, except for the fact if I want to, I guess I could take out Dengar.
Mm, hmm.
And I think I shot. Yeah, I didn't focus the concussion rifle. I wonder if I misplayed that there. I did 1 damage to the objective. Yeah, I wonder if I just. Oh, I did not. I guess I didn't attack with Boshek. I just committed Boshek.
So you didn't use the rifle, you forgot to.
Yeah, I obviously forgot to use the rifle for some reason. Probably because I never play that set, so I forgot about it. Uh,
Well, that's going to be a problem.
oh, okay. I know what it is. I had to
Hmm.
read the card again. You have to deal it to a ready unit. Nothing was ready since he won Edge.
Oh, okay.
I would have needed to win Edge to be able to do it. Oh, I had accidentally put 2 focus tokens on Kyle. Didn't need to. So I did get balance back. The Dow only went to 4, but I think he's about ready to bring the pain right now.
Well, you should have done it a turn ago.
Yeah,
Now, see, the thing is, if he's got to win edge too, because Boshek could kill Dengar.
that's true. Of course, he might
And you,
just shoot with Boba Fett first.
yeah, but I think you want to send Dengar in to lock down Kyle, who has the targeted strike
Yeah,
and is not elite.
that's true.
So you want to put a tactics on him.
So he's still got 6 resources?
Yeah, and he has 2 things captured. So if Dengar gets a swing, he can put 2 tactics out there.
Yep. Yeah, if Dengar swings, he's got some options here. Probably the last thing I want to see here is it captured, because then he'd have a complete open board.
Mm-hmm. Now Boshek costs 3, right?
Yes.
So he's okay. So he's not susceptible to Hut's hospitality.
No, not unless he hit him with the death mark first, and then
Yeah.
that's hospitality, which he
See,
certainly could do. So,
and that's the other thing. By not attacking with Boba Fett and taking out that objective last turn, he didn't get to retrieve his Jabba summons or anything.
yeah.
That's still sitting in his discard pile. So he could get it and go get Snuva and grab Kyle with it.
That's true. He could. Got a lot of things that don't match the affiliation.
Yep.
He could get Black Sun Headhunter just to get more blast. He got, he's all kinds of things he could get.
Oh, you use Dengar double focus Boshek and then Snuva Kyle, and you got
Yeah.
nothing next turn.
Yep. So what's he playing here? He looks like he's paying 1 for something. There's Deathmark. And
No, he's in trouble.
I wonder if Hut's Hospitality is coming. There's Hut's Hospitality.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Boshek's gone. And he's still got 3 resources left.
Mm-hmm.
He's spending 1 to play payout, I think is what that was.
Okay.
So now he's back up to 5 resources if he wants them. Yeah. I think Kyle's going to either get locked down or... And there's
There's
Snuva.
Snuva.
Or maybe he'll just get captured.
Yep.
Might as well put him under the middle one. Yep, there it goes under the
Yep,
middle.
and now all 3 of them are loaded.
Dengar is fully activated. He almost doesn't need it.
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to take out Engineering the Future with Snuva, Dial, get a 5. I think you got to take out Commando Raid, like you said, too, just to get it off the board.
Yeah, I don't know why he would attack just Engineering the Future.
Yeah.
No.
And then Boba Fett will strike again, go up to 7. And I don't think
he's not remembering to trigger his high exaltedness?
No, I think he forgot. He could get like 4 things back
You
now
could
because
get
there's
4
2
of
out.
them, yeah. You could get his hospitality, you could get Jabba summons. I don't know if he's got anything else in there.
And he's just taking balance back with Dengar.
Yeah.
And I just flipped up another Hope of Rebellion and Mission to Tele.
Well, you get 6 resources.
That's true. Do I have any units though?
Well, if you got a heat of battle, you can get rid of Dengar. That's his only blocker.
There should be heats because I got Commando Raid. I'm pretty sure Commando Raid's got a heat.
Yeah, Commander Raid has a heat in it. I don't know what else you've got in there that does.
There is an operations planner, so when it comes into play, it can do a damage to an objective that has a captured card. Of course, he can prevent one with Heartless Tactics if he wants to.
Yeah, but he can only do that once a turn, so you might as well make him use it, then you can attack.
Right. I think he prevented it there.
Yeah.
Looks like I got a bunch of fake cards in my hand. Is that Judder, maybe? There's Page.
Yeah.
So he lets you get a fake card back after you discard an edge stack, so that could be useful.
Yeah, because I have a feeling you're going to need your targets and stuff, which I think is what's in front there. I think that's a target.
I think I need a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah.
Miracle, maybe. Send it in the operations planner since he doesn't have any icons anyway. See if I can get Jerry to bite here. And block, and maybe I can take out Dengar. Of course, if he wins edge, he'll lock down my board.
I gotta think. You got a heat.
Yeah, I gotta think he won't risk it here. He'll just let me swing and get a damage in. Although we can see now that I have a target, so I'll get 2 in. But
yeah,
that's minimal progress right now. Yep, I'm gonna play the target, so I'll get 1 from that, 1 from the unopposed. I got a whopping 3 on there. It's halfway dead. Well, more than halfway dead, but
Yeah, you need 2 more.
yeah. Well, I probably need
Three
three
more
with
if you count the
Heartless
the
Tactics.
removal. Yeah, unless you get another one of those fate cards because you do have 4 in your deck.
Yeah. I
It's too
guess
bad
I'm
you don't have bow anymore now that you've got fate cards in your discard pile.
right. So I'm gonna pass turn. The dial's gonna go to 9. He only needs 1 to win, so I think that's gonna be game. Because he can just send Dengar in and lock down Page, and then Boba Fett will take something out.
Yep, unless you got some kind of trick.
I can't imagine I have a trick. But oh, it doesn't even matter. He's gonna just
Nope.
capture Page. That's game. Oh, I guess I'm saying if he captures that Page as a leader, I could put something in that costs 2 or less with Hope of Rebellion. I'm gonna put an operations planner in and try to damage, which he can prevent.
Hmm.
So I still have a blocker, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
No. Once again, it's just all you need is Dengar to go through there.
Yeah, that's it. All he
Um,
has to do is send Dengar in, lock me down, and that's it. So,
unless you had a seeds.
yep. And there's Bubo.
Yep.
And I just looks like I'm scooping there. Showed him what I
Yeah.
had. So big win there for Jerry. Pretty convincing with that Scum deck against the Darth BS creation that I probably just wasn't sure how I really should play it with some of the sets that were in there. So I apologize to him for not doing a better showing with his deck here. But there really wasn't anything I could do at that point. So
Nah, I mean Scum is just too good.
yeah,
Uh, I'm not sure yet about that new pod with Bo.
right.
I wanna see it work a couple more times before I pass judgment on it one way or the other.
Yeah. It's an
So
interesting deck. I mean, Jerry's deck was pretty straightforward. Like I said, it's kind of a interesting mix of things that Darth VS put together there for with Boshek and a bunch of Rebel stuff. It just I couldn't quite get it to work that turn game, but maybe if I try it again, I can figure out what to do. But on the fly, it was not easy. So you got any final thoughts about this game before we wrap it up, Derek?
Scum does what Scum does,
Yeah, sure.
and Rebel just gets to sit there and take it, pretty much. So,
Yeah, I think so. All right. Well, we'll wrap it
yeah.
up for this one. Thanks for joining me for commentary as always, Derek. Appreciate it.
Yep.